Does your baby wake up in the morning and not interested in milk? This is quite a common scenario if your baby is waking up either frequently through the night for a milk feed, or if your baby is getting a full milk feed too early or too close to wake up time. So my tips here would be what you want to try and encourage if your baby's between the age of 0 and 6 to 8 months and they're waking through the night for a feed, that's not a problem. Ideally, you want to try and keep night feeds 4 hours apart. So that's my first tip and piece of advice. Try to keep them 4 hours apart. In the event that your baby wakes anything after 2 or 3 a.m. and they genuinely require a feed and they need a feed, they're hungry, you want to try and encourage that feed to be the lesser amount. So basically, the closer it gets to wake up time, the least amount of milk you want to offer. Because when they do wake up for the day between 6 or 7 a.m., you want them to be genuinely interested in feeding and getting that full feed when they first wake up. And if they've had too much milk, either at 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, or even 5 a.m., they're going to wake up and they're not going to be interested in feeding at all. And then it's likely that you're going to be chasing your tail throughout the first half of the day when it comes to milk feed. So what I would strongly encourage you to do is reduce what they're having after 2 a.m. basically. And when they wake up in the morning, if for whatever reason you've had to give them a feed at 5 a.m. because they were super hungry and there was no way in hell they were going to go back to sleep without some type of feed, you had to give them a feed, they've woken up for the day at 6 or even 6:30, get them up, take them out, but just don't offer them their first milk feed until they start to show you those cues. You don't want to just get them up and give them their first milk feed because that's kind of what you've thought you should do or what the routine says you should do or what you think that should be the right thing to do. You want to encourage them to build up a bit of an appetite before you give them their first milk feed, because then that's likely then to encourage them to feed well, feed efficiently, and finish that milk feed. Whether it's breast or bottle, you want them to be engaged in that feed and finish it and be satisfied. And sometimes, depending on the age of the baby, if you've got a younger baby that doesn't have a huge wake window, they might wake up at 6, be ready to go down for their first nap of the day by 7:30. You may want to string that first feed out to be more around about anywhere between 7 and 7:15. So that way, before they go down for their first nap of the day, they have a really good, substantial, full feed. So when they do go down for their first nap of the day, they're full and they're satisfied, and they're likely to give you a better nap with that as well. So look, I hope that helps. For more information on feeding, sleeping, sleep guides, sleep settling, tutorials, videos, download the Baby Sleep Magic app and take advantage of the 3-day free trial.